And I am very, very proud to nominate Darryl Glenn.
On behalf of the family, I'd like to second that nomination.
Bright lights, bald heads don't really work too well.
Let it shine.
First, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, just want to wake everybody up. You know, I want to personally thank Bob. Bob has done so much for this party and for this commissioner district, so it's truly an honor to have Bob nominate. If everybody could please give him a round of applause. I also want to take this opportunity to thank my family. You know, we're going on 11 years of being in public service, whether it's at the city council or commissioner level, and they really are the ones that sacrifice. They're the ones that have to, you know, deal with a lot of things behind the scenes and keep me motivated, and they've done a fantastic job. Sometimes they feel a little underappreciated, but I truly appreciate, you know, this great family of mine. We have my wife, my daughters, and my mother is here. So it is a truly an honor that they have pushed me to this point. I also want to thank you. I want to thank you for the privilege of being able to serve. This is truly a humbling experience, and you know, it really means a lot. You know, we were having some technical difficulties because one of my support requirements, I asked for a teleprompter, and I recently found out that somebody issued an executive order requiring the return of all teleprompters back to the Washington, D.C. area. Apparently, they need to be reprogrammed for the next wave of tours that are going to remind the American public how much better off we are with the current administration. But I woke up early this morning, and I really wanted to kind of reflect on what's happened over this past 4 years. And I remember 4 years ago, it's amazing, we were in this same room. We were faced a different direction, but we were in this same room. And we were 2 years into what was called a historic election. An election that was based on hope and change. And I remember how I felt. You know, while granted, the historical significance of that election was great, I remembered that a lot of us shared, you know, a deep concern. You know, we battled, we fought hard in that election because we were concerned about the direction that the American public, where we were going to go. And I remember after this meeting that we all made the commitment that even though the bell rang and after the dust cleared, that we had to get up off the mat and we had to make the decision to continue to fight. And we did that. I then reflected on 2012. And 2012 was another instrumental year for our area. When you think back, we had a historic event by way of a fire in our Waldo Canyon area. And so many people, it made national news, and they were wondering whether or not we would come back as a community, if we would be able to come together. And we did that. And I was so proud of how well we did that. We rallied, we got behind the families, and while there's still work that needs to be done, we did a great job in doing that. And we picked ourselves up, and we continued forward in 2012 to another election. Another election where we hope that the opportunity for people to see the direction that the current policies are taking our country. And we fought. And I'm looking out, and there were so many people. We had so many meetings. We got together. We rallied. We met. We tried to get people energized. And in our district, we did incredibly well. And I am extremely proud that even though we did not win that election, we really came together as a commissioner district, and I am so proud of that fact. I then reflected on last year. Last year, when you start talking about challenges, last year probably presented the most difficult challenge for our area. When you think about it, it was almost a year ago that one of our residents was attacked we had a tragic shooting in our monument area, and I remember my heart was heavy, and everybody's heart was heavy. And all you could do is just basically pray for that family, that they would be able to overcome that. And then 3 months later, another historic event. This event, another black forest, it was a fire of unbelievable proportions. When you think about the fact that we lost 14,000 acres and almost 500 homes, and we lost 2 people. So many people that when you talk about, and they were asking, well, what's going to happen here in El Paso County, especially northern El Paso? Can we overcome that? And we did. And that's what we're here to celebrate. It's the fact that when I think about what we've done, to me, it represents the American dream. And I'm standing here because of the American dream. I'm not standing here as a quota. I'm standing here because there are so many people like you that made the opportunity that while I was growing up, they said, do not grow up with a chip on your shoulder. You need to understand that you are going to come in contact, and there will be times when you fall, and there will be times that you fail. But that's not what measures you. It's how you get up and how you respond. And that's exactly what's happening in our community. I need you to help us spread the word about the American dream, because I'm concerned that the way we're going, that we're losing sight of that. There are people that feel that the American dream is an expectation. Fairness somehow creeps into the equation, and we're here to say no, that it's not. The American dream is difficult. It's an opportunity to succeed. It's not a guarantee. We are going to go together, and we're going to run to the top of that mountain. And if you can't run, you're going to walk. If you can't walk, then you're going to crawl. And if you can't crawl, I'm going to put you on my back, and we're going to take you to the top of that mountain. We're going to stand and fight. We're going to stand and fight for freedom and liberty. There are too many people out there that are basically want to just give away our freedoms and liberties. That's not something that we're going to tolerate here in El Paso County. There are too many people that feel that they get to dictate what type and how much we spend on our health care programs. That's not something we're going to tolerate in El Paso County. There are too many people that feel that they can educate our children better than us. No, we're going to do that. We're going to reject that. We are going to educate our children, that next generation. There are too many people that don't understand the fact that when it comes to defending our liberties, that our liberties do not come from Washington, D.C. Our liberties do not come from Denver. Our liberties come from our Creator. Amen. I'm standing here as a perfect example of the American dream. The American dream that gives me the right to stand here, that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I have the ability to do that. So I need one thing from you. I need you to go home after we celebrate, after we kick off this 2014 election. I need you to go home and talk to your children. Talk to your grandchildren. And if you don't have kids, go out and look out your window. Look at some of those little bad kids that are running around. You know, some of these people might even have some of those little bad kids. You know the kids that we're talking about that, always either running up and down your yard, skateboarding. Those kids that get you so frustrated, all you want to do is go to your window and yell, "Get off my lawn." But I want you to make sure that you focus in on them and ask yourself a question. What legacy are we going to leave behind? What are we willing to do to fight for that legacy? So when you're tired from making phone calls, getting people to get out to vote, when you're tired from walking your precincts, I want you to focus on the fact that we are in this to fight for the American dream. And the American dream starts here in El Paso County. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure, and it's truly humbling to accept your nomination. I want to thank each and every one of you, and God bless you, and God bless the American dream.